how to convert any ShaderToy fragment shader into default shader. Go to ShaderToy.com, open Defold, create a new project, create a folder for the shaders, create a fragment shader, script, and material. Okay, let's go back to ShaderToy.com and choose a shader. Copy all fragment shader code and paste it into the fragment shader in Defold. The fragment shader in Defold is not main.image, it's just main. Create a new game object that will display the sprite of the material from the fragment shader. I'm using a pure white PNG or JPEG that will be used as the sprite, and the material will be applied to the sprite. Just create a new bitmap and convert that bitmap into a PNG or JPEG and import that into Defold. Then create an atlas to reference that image in your sprite as a sprite. Add a material if you haven't already added one. Now you need to reference your fragment shader and your vertex shader. Now set the material in the sprite to the example material. Now I use Chatgpt to convert the ShaderToy code into fragment shader used in Defold. You have to specify that you want to use sample texture 2D. So you'll use a script to increment time variable. So the script increments time. Let's add a camera to the scene. Add constants and samples. I asked ChatGPT to add sample texture 2D as a reference in the fragment shader. Now I'm referencing the sample texture 2D in the material. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is you need to add the tags that reference the render pipeline in the material. So the tag is, I think, tile. Okay, now the material or the sprite is being displayed. So you just need to increase the time. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is use time to increase time and create the animation.